So Solar, he's doing a lot of explaining who Solar is to the public, and that's a good thing. You can definitely see that he is from a broken place, and was in a dysfunctional situation for quite some time, which was with Nature Boy. And you can tell that he's still trying to find himself. I know that he's probably waking up like, is this a dream? Have I allowed myself to set myself free from the shackles of the lifestyle that Nature Boy was living? Because it wasn't Solar's lifestyle. It was a lifestyle that Nature Boy chose to live, and had these people around him to cater to all of what he wanted, whether it was good, bad, ugly. They were there to endure the pain, the suffering, the jokes, the laughter, whatever kind of day Nature Boy was in, they had to endure that. And he's taking back his power. I'm starting to see a side of Solar from how he talks, that he, isn't that person that I thought it was. I'm glad that he has taken back his power, and he's no longer in carbonation. He's making it clear he's his own man. He can, like we've been saying, all of us, the whole community that looks at these videos, you can learn the knowledge from a distance. You don't have to be over in a third world country or living with Nature Boy and be mistreated to learn the knowledge. And I think it's starting to click, that what was I doing? And this is how we all as young adults get. There's things that I've done in my life, when I was 20 years younger, and I would never do those things today. And when I think about it, I cringe, because I know that that is not who I am, and that doesn't define who I'm supposed to be. And you can tell that he went through some stuff. And I knew, looking in his face when he was in carbonation, that he was going also through some stuff with the loss of his baby, and not being able to cope, with the loss of his child. But at the same time, he wasn't able to mourn his child and the loss of his child the way he wanted to, because it wasn't about him. It was about Nature Boy. And that just goes to show how evil of a person Nature Boy is, and how misery loves company, and how when you're around someone like Nature Boy, you're never going to get ahead, because he's not going to allow it. You're going to always be in a dark space, because he's in a dark space. I think that if this wasn't put to a stop, it was going to get really ugly. And I think that Nature Boy would be in a lot more trouble than he already is in now. They're saying allegedly, I'm going to call it the scrape charge that he has, can run him a maximum of 25 years. And I think Solar has been shooken up by things that he was turning the other way to, that was incriminating on his part, that he partaked in, because of the fact that he was brainwashed. But let me tell you something. At a certain point in your life, when you're seeing your leader facing that much time, and you see what your leader did, that's not going to get him out of this trouble. He's not God, as we all know, because God would be in jail, and God would be able to get himself out of this situation. I think that he's just blessed every day that he is not in the situation where they're taking him into custody, for just being in that house and witnessing a lot of things that he could have picked up the phone and called the police about, so that he wouldn't be an accessory to some of the things that Nature Boy did. And this is why allegedly a lot of ex-members used to say, you know, he has things on the members of Carbonation. So I thought that, you know, what Royal did, if he did in fact take some of the hard drives, he set a lot of those Carbonation people free without them even realizing it. Because if there was stuff on the hard drive that could bring those Carbonation members, Solar and even Malia, all of them, True, if there was stuff on that hard drive that would bring them down right along with Nature Boy, they would be locked up too. So things happen for a reason. I'm not saying that Loyal did it because he was trying to save Carbonation and, you know, throw Nature Boy in the fire. But they had some horrible mistreatment. It's a real sad situation. I think the community was really mad about the whole situation because we just couldn't understand why they couldn't just get up and walk out the door. They also all had phones. Why they didn't call the police if they felt at any given time that they wanted to leave and they didn't feel comfortable, why they didn't just call the police. But we have to understand, when you're part of these communities, these things are hard to break free from, because, you know, when you're hanging around the barbershop too long, you're bound to get a haircut. And so things that are wrong that you at first would listen to from that leader, that you would cringe about, you start to fake it till you start to believe it. And then it starts to be the norm.
Oh no, I'm just going to be on my own. And, you know, anything that I get from my foundation and my square, I'm happy to share. You know, I've been saying this a lot, just to people in general, is that I'm going to give from my heart. Like, and I give to people as I go, even when I have nothing. Sometimes I still give. It's not the best thing to do, but I do it. And I receive way more. So I 3, 6, and a 9 are so potent and powerful because that's what energy's doing. It's a vortex. That's all it is. It's a dragon. You're going to see the dragon everywhere. You're going to see 12 everywhere. It's the completion. That's where you want to be. That's, if you can focus on that, you're already at the source. This life becomes a cakewalk. Becomes magic. The 12th house, the unknown. But when you know how to navigate it, you become somewhat like a god to yourself. Don't have to be a god to everybody, but at least be a god to yourself. If you don't want any other man to be a god, well, at least be a god to yourself. For yourself. You can have everything you want. I promise you. And the things that you want is already set in you. It's already programmed. It's in your DNA to want what you want. And it's going to activate, and you're going to get it. I just want you guys to be spiritually inclined so that when you have it, not only can you appreciate it in all aspects, just so we could live a holistic life, we all can move closer to love. This all started from the openness of the heart, the openness of the mind, the openness of the DNA. Be open to looking at other aspects of DNA, other genomes, other programs, what do other people have active in them that you don't have active in yourself. Be open to that. Being aware of that in everybody else is different. See what I'm saying? Yeah, actually I do, Butterfly, because during my ayahuasca ceremony, it changed everything. It confirmed. I can't wait to teach y'all. I'm just gonna get some equipment together. I'm gonna put some projects together. I want to make movies for y'all, 3D animations, all kind of different things I got going on to help us teach it and just learn this stuff in a way that you can just get past me and you can get into the knowledge and it still be interesting. There's many art forms that it's gonna come through. This is gonna be a fun journey, and even if you do focus on me, you're gonna get love and education anyway.